The bottleneck of the business was a specific type of humans, appointment setters. They stay on the chat like WhatsApp, Facebook, text, transforming leads into appointments. It's relatively easy, but if you do it badly, the company goes down. The agents are the key. If you have the sales knowledge, you can create a perfect sales agent. That's what we built. In the past, we used to have a lot of developers and we made so many mistakes. We view as extremely fast, extremely inexpensive compared to what you do. It is not random developers we pick up from Ivor. These are people that knows how to build startups. Very briefly, my background is mainly sales. I was what's so-called fractional chief sales officer. So basically I build sales team for other people, specifically remote sales. So closers, setters. And what happened is that one of the companies we were working so well, we did 10x the revenue in 10 months. We were growing so fast. And basically we realized that one of the bottleneck of the business was a specific type of humans, SDRs, what's called appointment setters. And we realized that the problem was so big that everybody in the industry has it. And we decided to go into AI. The place where I found the most interest is the what's called high ticket niche. So we are speaking about coaches, consultants, everybody that sells, let's say, $2,000 and up. And has a short sales cycle, like 2 to 10 days. In this specific niche, you have two types of, the funnel is very easy. It's like PPC, setting, there's the SDR and the closing. Once you arrive to the closing team, basically the deal is closing the call. That's it. Now, the appointment setter, the difference between the what's called SDR appointment setter hours and the other one, usually they use a lot of inbound leads and they stay on the chat like WhatsApp, Facebook, text every day, right? So it's not even finding opportunity, but it's transforming leads into appointments. That is very robotic job because you got to follow up all the time, make sure that they reply. And for us, that the intricacy of that job is that on paper is really easy and on practice is very hard to find humans that do it, right? And the thing is hard to find people that stay long-term because if you're skilled, you go up to the closing, to the other part of the business. The appointment setter job is relatively easy. But if you do it badly, the company goes down. Why agentic? The agents are the key. If you have the sales knowledge and you know what is the best, let's say, utopic sales guy, you can really apply into an agent that does everything as you really want. So you can create a perfect sales agent. That's what we build. Like no time problems. Infinite scalability. So in our specific niche, we saw that right now we can replace 80 to 90% of the workforce. And we just have the top 1-2 people managing all the other SDRs. So instead of having 20, we have one. So we have a little bit of human moderation and 95% of all of that is AI converted.
Wow. So you're telling me that you've gone from headcount of 20 people to 1? So can you talk about a little bit of the history of how this was done previously?
The known solution was to build this huge castle of HR. So you got teams, you got managers, my wife was an appointment setter manager, right? And you have HR recruiters because when somebody get out, you got to replace them very fast. So this old castle for these people that stored 2-3 months, not more than 2-3 months. So at one point was in May 2024, I had 200 interviews for this specific role. Guess how many we hired?
Zero. Egg.
At one point I said, come on, man, we cannot this is too much. So we decided to do it with AI. And usually how this worked in the past is that the appointment setter manager used to send this Google sheet to the appointment setters. They need to fill it in the data. How many people I contacted today? How many appointments did I propose? How many? All of that. So 20 people receive it, put it together in a Google sheet. And guess what? How many times do you think was accurate, the data? Like never. So
never.
Like, conversion rate 300%. Really? How is that possible? Right? So also the data blindness, it was a big thing. In our case right now, our AI employee that we built together is called Natalia, is an inbound appointment setter and has a multi-agent framework in the back that we built with it. And mainly you have two parts. So one part is the moderator and the other part is the sales agent. Why this is important? The moderator is basically only check what the agent is doing for 3 reasons. 1, safety and compliance. Somebody wants to sue you, you cannot have AI answer to that, stop the conversation, send to the lawyer. The second thing is enrichment. So you got to know what is going on, extract like, what is the type of behavior of Hans? What does it like? What is the pain point? And the third thing is data visualization. So right now we have a dashboard. Now this is funny. I pitch and say, hey, the name of our startup, say, hey, to a customer, and retailers say, look, I don't know if we are ready to go AI, but can we please add the moderator to have all the data? because we don't have all this data. So the moderator is a good part. And the other part is the sales agent. And the sales agent is very important to just don't have API connected to OpenAI, because right now AI can do a lot of things, but sales is one of the things that is very hard to do with AI, right? So one of the key factors for us was the multi-phase agent.
Is if you can think of AI doing anything associated to this space, where do you see it being applied? What are the benefits and value associated to that?
First of all, what you created with the agentics, the Launchpad. And again, nobody asked me to say this, but it's true. In the past, we used to have like a lot of employees, developers, and we made so many mistakes because I'm not a tech guy, right? The first product was built on like C#. And say, how do we build in C#? Like, we don't know. I like that. So with you as being extremely fast, extremely inexpensive compared to what you do. So thanks for that. And I think that the best thing that you guys do is the knowledge of startups. And it is not random developers that you pick up from, I don't know, Fiverr. These are people that knows how to build startup, to go fast, to go lean, to don't overcomplicate stuff, because we need to have it robust. And the speed that we got with you guys, I never saw it like this. And this is completely sincere. Somebody's not sleeping in your team, probably. I say, you guys never sleep.
Hey, we have a follow the sun business model, but that means a lot to me. Thank you.
It's true, completely true.